Every sports story starts with a dream. A dream of greatness starts with a single spark. Be it Kobe Bryant or Jerry Rice, it started with a kid, no, a young man, watching TV before he understood what the sport he was even watching was. The kid sat on the carpet, crisscrossed because the rest of the family took up the couch, or maybe they were outside the TV store because they were on the way to school. Either way, their eyes glued to the screen, mesmerized, thinking, I want to be like that. No, I want to be better than that. That dream is the heartbeat of Haikyu. Because Haikyu is not about volleyball, no. It's bigger than that. Much, much bigger. Sports anime are a bit of a niche, and many anime viewers are turned off by the idea of watching a story about an activity they can easily do themselves, or an activity they don't really care too much about. But despite that, a lot of anime viewers that don't watch sports anime typically, or don't play sports in general, have taken a huge liking to Haikyu, and has everything to do with characters, story, and the feeling of sport. It's animated beautifully, the sound design and music is electric, and the energy it gives you is like snorting a line of G Fuel in a content house. But I don't want to just talk about what makes it so good or convince you to watch it, because on its own, the hype it has generated and the fans of the series are enough to convince somebody. I want to talk about how it's bigger than its title. Haikyu is a love letter to sports and competition. The fans, the atmosphere, the sportsmanship, the values, the goals, everything. The show lacks cliches because everything in the series is just real. As a former athlete, a lot of these tropes and shonen-y things we love derive from sports. Tournaments, striving to be the best, hard work, dedication, persistence, skill gaps, and so on. And Haikyu so excellently captures the essence of sports and athletes wanting to be great at something. It's in the fans screaming, it's in the bands playing their school theme, it's in the sidelines holding their breath. The atmosphere is so immersive and lifelike that you don't even watch as a viewer. You watch these games as a fan.
Get up! Oh, you guys! Give him that fucking ball. Don't give up. Come on, Tanaka. Come on. Come on.
And as a fan, you root for your team and you root for players to overcome the challenges that lie before them. And you watch in awe as they bust through. You feel it because you know what it's like to face obstacles. And even if you've never overcome your own, you're inspired by those who can. The characters are multifaceted, genuine individuals. They feel alive. And that allows you to relate to an extraordinary level beyond a superpowered freak in a fantastical setting. Because you can do it too. And you can practice and hone a skill set like them. Process matters in Haikyu, and it's ingrained into the bones of it. Something that Haikyu does exceptionally well is teach. But it's not by accident, it's by design. The main character of Haikyu, Hinata, is a burning ball of potential, and through that the explanations of how volleyball works and growth of skill versus raw talent are realistic and honest. We learn the game with the main character because he's also learning, and as the series goes on, things become more technical and advanced. Viewers are eased into understanding what's going on due to how it teaches you through our main character, Hinata. Where most sports stories focus on characters who have been playing their whole life and honing their skills or just creating special moves to be better, Haikyu is about that process. When Karasuno loses a match, a veteran player isn't going to swoop in and save them, and a new special move isn't going to appear that allows them to Kamehameha a ball across the court. They're going to practice what they know and become better at the game. And there's this huge emphasis on practice, experience, and understanding that the biggest losers are the ones who win in the end. It's one of the only shonen series where age and experience truly feels like it gives you an edge. And it works, because in real life, experience is a very important, crucial aspect of sports. And the way the story starts after a big sports dream has been established really emphasizes that idea. Kageyama and Hinata are opposites, struggling from different things, but they both face loss at the beginning in a much different way. Hinata loses his first game due to lack of experience and a lack of a real team, setting up this idea of someone who needs to learn experience but has all of this potential sitting inside the burning waiting to be lit, while the other loses a game later on due to losing sight of what it means to be a teammate and being blinded by his own talent. And those failures bring them together, because they both want to compete. They both have the mentality that they can go beyond, because the only way to keep playing a sport or to have a career in any type of skill is to hone it and be great at it. Else, you won't be able to stay on the court anymore.
This is the draft report on you. Basically, it goes poor build, skinny, lacks great physical stature and strength,
lacks mobility and ability to avoid the rush, lacks a really strong arm, can't drive the ball downfield, does not throw a really tight spiral.
System-type player who can get exposed if forced to add lift.
and gets knocked down easily.
That kind of gets me fired up because I'm thinking, what the hell do these people know?
And there are other important characters in this show that fail in the same ways, and it's best you don't forget them or their petty pride. The series refers to main characters in Hinata and Kageyama as volleyball freaks due to their love of the game, but anyone who has ever had a big sports dream or a dream of any skill knows that when you love something, it's deeper than simply enjoying it. You love everything. You love the process as much as the game. And that process is where Haikyu shines. The emphasis of Kageyama and Hinata's love for the game and the process can be felt through the screen, because the story is not about volleyball. It's about the love for volleyball. And so you get these small interactions of Hinata feeling the heat of the ball hitting his palm and loving that feeling and the sound it makes, as well as Kageyama getting a perfect toss, and you can feel the excitement because it's genuine. The perfect serve, the perfect block. These are all culminations of these characters' hard work and dedication that you watch intently. It's not skipped through, but it's not dwelled upon either, and you watch as these moments unfold and the characters grip their fists, screaming out, "This is why I love volleyball." And that love that is displayed is why so many more people have found a love for volleyball and given it a chance. This story is clearly written by someone with a deep affinity for volleyball and knows what it's like to have a sports dream, which is why it grabs you by the volleyballs and spikes them around a little. YouTube training videos like Coach Donnie from Elevate Yourself are littered with Haikyu fans who just became interested in the sport because of that love, and it's unavoidable. It even pushed Coach Donnie to start reacting to Haikyu videos. Haikyu has caused international interest in this sport, and it's because there is an indescribable passion that overwhelms you in this story, and every moment for every player, no matter what team, is felt, whether you like that team or not. For my athletes out there, there is a relatability you can feel from every individual story. There are no bad guys, there's no villains. There are different playstyles and players. There are underdogs and favorites. There are winners and losers. But the series looks to the future. Players get injured. Players have bad days. What will you do next? What will you do tomorrow? It rings out and echoes in the moments following. It looks past high school. It looks into the bus rides to the games, the fist bumps after a point, the handshake after the game, the friends on both sides of the net, the meal shared after a game. It gathers the best players from every school and has them practice together and be friends before playing in a sweaty grunge match that decides their season. Haikyu understands what it means to be an athlete. Everyone has their hills and everyone is climbing to their destination. Everyone struggles and everyone isn't cut out for it. But it is nearly impossible to get over the love and motivation that is put into the series. As Hinata puts so eloquently, do you need a reason to want to win? Do you need a reason to love something? Or do you just love it?
What is it you love? This is the ball when it bounces, the sound that it makes, the smell of the basketball, the nets when you shoot the ball and it goes right through the net, the sneakers as they squeak on the wood, the strategies, the competition, the camaraderie, the fans. We just go on and on and on.
You have to watch it to understand. And you have to read it in full to have a greater understanding. I can't convince you to watch it by discussing the passion within it. You have to feel that passion, understand it, and grip it into your chest. What I can tell you is it's more than a short kid who can jump high. It's more than a high school sports show about volleyball. It's about watching something and being inspired. It's about dreams. It's about overcoming your shortcomings. It's about climbing to the top of the mountain and screaming at the top of it. It's not about volleyball. No. It's greater than that. Much, much greater than that. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I just want to give a special shout out to Marcus Miner. He really helped me out with the manga video that was in the middle of the video that was here. And shout out to DudesCover. He made the cover of the Inarazaki Final rally at the very end. And it really fit, it was really nice, and it was really cool to use that. So thank you so much to those two. And yeah, if you like the video, again, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. See ya. Oh, and one more thing, because I'm going to get asked, everyone wear your mask, all that good stuff. But this mask, it came from Fandom Maniacs, if you're curious. Not a sponsor, just a fan. But if you want to pick one up, you can go get one from them. Peace out, guys.